How's it going, everybody? It's Richard here, finally. I know. It's been a while. You're probably wondering what happened to me, what happened to the channel. Am I going to be making more videos? Well, yes, I am. As you can tell from the video I've made previous to this one, I have a bunch of new stuff. So I'll pretty much be making, or at least try to make a video every couple days. What I have for you today, though, is something special. It's pretty much an exclusive because I'm the first one to have it. Thank you to the beautiful people over at the Travis headquarters. They sent me this first. So what I have for you today is the Travis Touch. It's their third device, which is currently campaigning right now on Indiegogo. I will give you the details at the end of this video. But what I wanted to tell you is that this device is basically the answer to everyone's problems that they had with the original. Now, they went and they read all the comments, they've answered the emails in the form of this device. They saw what people didn't like and what they liked, and they made a device called the Travis Touch, and this is their answer to that. So let's open it up and check it out. Charged it up already, although it did come with 90%. So this box here, quick start guide, introduction to Travis, a USB charging cable, and also a key for your SIM card. So let's put that all away and look at the device. So as you can see, it may look similar to the original, and that's because it is. Now, I'm not saying it's the exact same thing because I'll tell you what's new and I'll turn it on. And for starters, you can see that the on button is now on the side. It's no longer in the back. It's actually nothing on the back, which is nice. I prefer nothing on the back just because it was a little awkward setting it on the table. Or holding it for that matter. So, as you can see right away, the screen is huge compared to the last one. It almost seems like it's 3 times the size. The other one looked like it was an inch by an inch. The specifications on this one, I believe, are 2.4 inches. And major difference, it is a touchscreen, which is huge because one of the biggest problems that they had with the original was navigating through the settings. People were having issues, including myself, as you noticed in one of the videos. I couldn't get through the settings. I couldn't do the translations. I was being told that you were supposed to double tap, but I was having to double click or click once. So it was just very inconsistent and not user-friendly in my opinion. Now this one is great. I've used it already a couple times and just night and day compared to the old one. Now, as you can see, the settings here, right front and center, you can already see that that's a lot more accessible than the last one. Touch that, there's your network, your Bluetooth, your system language, about device. Let's go into there, check that out. Version, the version that it came with is 1.1.2. Now, that's another issue that I hope that they're going to keep their promise with, at least. The over-the-air updates, that's something that was a huge problem, and people were emailing me, asking me if I was having the same problem. I was, and I kind of gave up because I finished with maybe the 2.1.1 update. Even though I did have the 3.0 update for a little while, but for some reason when I restarted it, it went back to the old one and I couldn't ever get it again. I followed all their instructions on how to try and receive it. I charged it, I had it 100%, and it wouldn't work for me. They addressed it. They said that if you give them your device ID, that they would send you the update from where they were. So some people did it. I didn't bother because I didn't feel like I needed to. The device still works fine for me. This one, though, I'm hoping that a lot of people don't have that issue. So, you have, what are the other settings here? Oh, that's the bottom of the list there. So, the second button here in the middle is just to tell you which languages are ready to translate. Now you have both buttons the same as the original, where you have your left button to translate for, in this case, English, and the right button is ready to translate in Spanish. Now this new button in the middle here, you probably aren't familiar with because that wasn't there before. And what that does now is basically you press that button and you say the language and it will automatically choose it. So that's very handy, and it's a really neat feature as well because it saves you from scrolling through. You know, they say that you have over 105 different languages on here, and it, as you remember from my previous videos, it took forever to scroll, especially with that horrible navigation key. Now with this, right now though, I will tell you, it only supports English and I believe a second language here. I'm not sure exactly, but it only supports 2 languages, but of course with updates, it's going to support more. And I'm hopeful to that because it is a neat feature and it would be nice if it could be used for all the languages. So right here on the side, you have your microphone, your SIM card slot. The screen, as you see, is 2.4 inches. You can touch it or swipe it to perform the operations, and it's pretty good with that, so haven't had any problems yet. So this is the translation button to the left, and this is what they call the magic button, so that's the name for it. This button is used to select languages via voice command. Other features to be launched soon. So again, they have more plans for that button in the future, which is nice. I just hope that they come through with the updates because that was an issue originally. On the bottom here, you have your charging port. So unfortunately, it's not USB-C. It's just your standard micro USB. And your headphone port, so you can connect headphones to this. And then of course, something that they've improved on here is your microphone for noise reduction, and the noise reduction dual microphone. On the side here, you have your reset button, and then you have your power on and off. So short press to activate and deactivate sleep mode, so when it does turn off, as you can see, you hold it and it's restart power. Now, one of the nice things is that there is like a little haptic feedback. I'm not sure if you can turn it on or off, but kind of feels good to the touch just because it lets you know that you are pressing things properly. The speaker is just swiping it up and down. And I can make videos in comparison to the original. Just request what languages you want to see, both of them dueling it out basically. We can also do a video on comparing the volume too, because that's a huge thing. You know, especially when you're out in the city and you're testing this in the real world, you know, with all that background noise, you want a good working speaker. So that's just one of those things. Now, for the specifications, one huge feature that I forgot to mention is in the back here, you can't see it, but huge, it's wireless. Wireless charging enabled. So if you have a wireless charging pad or even a wireless charging area in your vehicle, you can put it on there and it will charge, which is great. It's very handy, especially because you don't have to carry more cords with you. So the specifications, the processor is a quad-core 1.28 gigahertz processor. OS is your Travis OS. Your ROM is 8 gigs, RAM is 1 gig. Touchscreen, as I said, was 2.4 inches. Resolution 240 by 320 pixels. Wireless charging is supported. Wireless parameters, Bluetooth 4.0. And it is 4G, 3G, and 2G supported. Microphone is built-in ANC dual microphone speaker, built-in high volume speaker with amplifier 3.5 millimeter audio output supported. Battery 2500 milliamps. Indicator color, your RGB, red, blue, green. Dimensions and weight, 109 by 59 by 17.45 millimeters, weighing in at 118 grams. So that's what you get with that. Now, you're probably wondering, well, how fast is it on translating? Well, they state the exact same as the original, that it has its own AI where it's gonna be self-improving translations using its artificial intelligence, right? So that's something, I guess, that's proprietary, that sets them apart from other translator devices or engines, such as online translator, which usually can only translate about 70 languages, and the former Travis, or original, the one that I was making all the videos of, can only do about 80, and this one can do 105, and they're working on more. The translating apps that an online translator uses, like say Google, is one, and of course Google is going to use their own proprietary translating app. The former Travis is 16, and this one claims that it has 16 different engines working simultaneously to get you the best translation, the most accurate one. Voice translation in and voice translation out is both supported, the same from the original. Noise cancellation is also the same as the original. The one where it separates itself from the original is, of course, the wireless charging, the touch screen, and the voice control, the magic button here. So it's huge. Like I said, it's nice that they refined all these things. It's something that they really needed to address, because a lot of people, I'm going to be honest with you, right? A lot of people were starting to lose hope. They had a slip up with their technical support and their sales team and all that, but it seems like they really picked things up and they really revamped, and they have a great team. It seems like now 100% better communication, and they seem like they're doing really well now, so hoping all the best for them. Alright, so let's do a couple demos here. As you know from previous videos, I speak both English and Spanish, so I will be able to make a demonstration on both. Before I do that though, I just want to point out the indicator here for Wi-Fi. As you can see, it is at full strength, and that is something that they state on the campaign, that the stronger the signal is, the better, more accurate and speedy the translation will be. So there's no reason for any delay. Let's go ahead and do English first. Hi, my name is Richard. It's been a while, but I'm glad to be back with you guys.
Hola, mi nombre es Richard. Ha pasado un tiempo, pero estoy contento de estar de regreso con ustedes.
So right off the bat, I can tell you that the translation, to me, sounds a lot clearer than the original. It is 100% accurate. The speed was very nice. The delivery was fast. And let's just do one in Spanish here. En la mañana podemos ir a desayunar y después en la tarde podemos ir al centro.
In the morning, we can go to breakfast, and then in the afternoon, we can go to the center.
So, everything but that last word. I mean, I'm from Guatemala. Centro means like downtown or into town. They said it as center. I mean, I guess it's ambiguous. People will get that. I would say that it's, 95% accurate. The delivery was just as fast. It did good. Good. So that's what we want to hear. That's what we want to see. Off camera, there were a couple instances where I tried to do a translation, and it took about 10 seconds to translate the text from English to Spanish, and then it took about another 10 to 15 seconds to finally have the audio translated. That happened again when I tried it. So what I did was I restarted the device. Just here, hold the button, restarted it. I tried the translations again. Of course, I realized that the signal was still strong, so there was no excuse for that. And upon trying it, I got the exact same result that I have right now for you guys. It was flawless. It was a seamless translation, and that's what we want. That's what we expect, of course, because it's still a pretty penny for these devices. It's not for everybody, but it is very handy. I'll give you that. And it seems like they did their homework. They answered all their questions that we had, all our all the faults that they had going, and it seems like they did a pretty good job with this one. Just hoping that they can really work on those updates, because I think that was the number one issue, aside from communication with tech support and just customer support in general. Other than that, though, as I mentioned, I will put the link on the description here for the campaign where you can go ahead and purchase the device right now for an early bird price of $159 plus shipping. Now, as I mentioned, that price goes up to $269, so it goes up 40% by the end of the month. Their estimated delivery says September 2018. From their Facebook page, it sounds like they already have 5,000 ready to ship. So it's just waiting for the campaign to be over, and then the first batch will be sent out to everybody. So, something that I did want to mention before the video is over here is this indicator here. It's just your access, your history of your previous translations. There's the first one I did in English.
Hola, mi nombre es Richard. Ha pasado un tiempo, pero estoy contento de estar de regreso con ustedes.
So again, the history is very convenient because you can access any previous question without having to say it again, or if you need to repeat yourself, then you could go ahead and do that. Very handy in high traffic areas where it's very troublesome to hear the other person over the device. Although the speaker is great, very clear. In my opinion, a lot better than the other one. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe, and just put in the comments below if you have any questions about any other features of this device, if we want me to elaborate any more on it, or if you want to see a head-to-head comparison with the original device, which I also have with me. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Sorry it was a little long, but I feel like it had to be, because it is a new device. It's exclusive. Nobody has it except for me. So thank you very much again for watching, and thank you very much for everybody over at the Travis headquarters for sending me this. Thank you.